Here we are. Can I tell you that the very worst insulting comment, terminology, name, whatever you want to say, that has been levied against those free men and women who were snatched, abducted from their homes in Africa and brought over to the mainland of the United States to work as slaves in the cotton fields. Worst possible name. Although I have to agree, the N-word is terrible. Shouldn't be used, shouldn't be spoken. Got it. But the worst possible terminology for these folks is African American. It is a racist term. It is a way of taking these people who have earned their privilege of being Americans and transferring in a quick moment everybody's mind back to Africa, where they supposedly crawled out of their huts and volunteered to come over to the United States. It is an insult. Just as I am not German American, even though several generations back, my ancestors got up and ate bratwurst for breakfast. I am not German American. I'm American. They are not African American. There isn't a one of them that fits into Africa. You know why? Because there isn't a one of them that has pure African blood. That happened because those horny slave owners would slip in late at night, come into the huts, the cabins of the slaves, and they'd screw the black women and make babies that weren't all from Africa anymore. Matter of fact, a case should be made that the people who promoted the most interracial action in America were the slave-owning states, because they made children that were from Africa and also from Ireland. It's insulting. We need to stop putting anything in front of American. We all have worked very hard. We all continue to work together to have the privilege of being called Americans, to have the privilege of being called by the same name as Abraham Lincoln. We've worked to achieve that, as they have too. So let's stop right now before we go any further, before we progress any further, and stop thinking that, tossing that bone, as it were. Black History Month. Here, we'll give you 28 days to mention people that we quietly listen to and pretend like we give a damn about. But we don't. Stop throwing bones. Stop throwing affirmative action at black people and saying, well, since you're not as smart, really, since you didn't get an education, since you didn't go to the best schools because we wouldn't let you, we're going to let you go to the front of the line, where we'll constantly remind you that we placed you there and therefore we're really white, great people. It's bullshit. We need to stop it. If you want to get this thing rolling, you have to start off with all the terminology. You have to start off with all the things that have been said, all the African Americans, and change it now.